Peace and welcome. Today we are taking a look at the inspirations to the game Shaolin vs. Wutang. It was recently released for the Nintendo Switch, so we thought it was a good time to take a look at some of the inspirations for some of the characters. We narrowed it down to our 10 favorites. Maybe we will do a part 2 and talk about 10 more, but for now, welcome to Oddly Familiar episode 47. Number 10. Wrestling and Chong from Bloodsport.
First hit.
Up first, we have a character named Wrestling. He has a headband around his head, as well as one wrapped around his knee. Now when you compare that to Chong, played by Bolo Yeung, who you may know from Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, but Chong is from the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie titled Bloodsport, and you will see similarities. He has the exact same outfit, down to the bandana around his knee. In the movie, Chong does not start with the bandana around his knee, but after knocking out Ray Jackson and sending him to the hospital, he picks up the bandana as a sort of prize and also taunts Frank Dukes with it. Frank Dukes is Van Damme's character's name, and Ray Jackson was his new buddy. So later on in the movie, when Chong wears it, Frank Dukes takes it personally. It's not a huge plot point, but the fact it's in the movie and in the game ties it all together. One difference you will notice, in the game the character is wearing a Japanese headband, while in the movie he's wearing a Korean headband. Besides that one difference, it's hard not to notice that this character is paying homage to Chong, one of the greatest 80s villains that doesn't have supernatural powers, just natural human strength. Number 9. Muay Thai and Tong Po from Kickboxer. So this one has a connection with the previous entry. Not only is this a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, but the actor who played Tong Po actually played Paradis in the movie Bloodsport. He was the fighter who found the weak spot of Chong. Tong Po is a Muay Thai fighter that fights versus Van Damme in Kickboxer. He is also the same fighter who crippled his brother near the beginning of the movie. Both the character in the game and in the movie are Muay Thai fighters. Plus, they have nearly identical hairstyles. A long braided tail with nearly a half-bald head. Although in the game, it's almost more of a mohawk-style haircut, while in the movie, it's less of a mohawk and kind of just sits on the back of his head. Number 8. Old Drunkard and Sam Seed from Drunken Master. In at number 8, we have the unforgettable beggar Su, aka Su Chi-er, actor Yen Xiaotian. Forgive my Chinese, I'm actually Japanese, so I can pronounce Japanese names, but Chinese not so much, so I had to ask a friend on how to pronounce it. Anyways, this actor may be best known for his role Sam Seed in Drunken Master. He had 7 sons, and one you may know very well, Yen Wu-ping. He did the fight choreography for the movies The Matrix, Kill Bill, Kung Fu Hustle, Crouching Tiger, as well as many more. Yen Wu-ping is also a director. He directed Drunken Master and hired his dad to play the role of Sam Seed. When you look at the physical characteristics of Old Drunkard in the game, it's quite obvious that is Sam Seed. Yen Xiaotian passed away in 1979, but not before leaving his mark in cinema history. Even to this day, as you can see, he is remembered.
Shaolin 破杀 Shaolin 腿
Number 7. White Brow and Bai Mei from Executioners from Shaolin. Lucky number 7 comes from a real person, Bai Mei, or sometimes called Pai Mei. He has been fictionalized in many movies, including Kill Bill, where he was the teacher to Bill. He was portrayed by the legendary kung fu actor Gordon Liu, who we will be talking about later. The character also appears in Executioners from Shaolin, also known as Shaolin Executioners outside of Hong Kong, and as Executioners of Death in North America. The character in the game shares many physical attributes, from the black robe to the white undershirt, to all of the white hair. The name Bai Mei actually means white eyebrow, and it's pretty easy to see how and why he got this name. Bai Mei was one of the legendary 5 elders, survivors of the destruction of the Shaolin monastery by the Ching dynasty. He is quite famous in Chinese lore. Number 6, 8-diagram fist, and Ching from Born Invincible.
Shaolin 扣杀，菩萨保佑你。勾践，Shaolin 扣。
Our 6th spot comes from the 1978 movie, with fight choreography by none other than Yan Wu Ping. The star of this movie is Carter Wong. You may know him from Big Trouble in Little China. He was one of the 3 storms. He actually played Thunder, and right next to him is Lightning, the character who had inspiration on Raiden from the Mortal Kombat series. In the movie Born Invincible, you can see the inspiration for 8-diagram fist right on the cover. In the game, the character wears this exact logo on his back. In the movie, he practices while standing on this logo, as well as has it on the wall behind him. In the game, you can see the same logo in the back on the wall. Then tack on the rest of the outfit and physical characteristics, you will notice 8-diagram fist was inspired by Born Invincible. The name of the character in the game, 8-diagram fist, may have been inspired by another movie, titled 8-diagram pole fighter. Number 5, Jeet Kune Do, and Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon. In at number 5, we have probably the easiest one for most people to see. The name of the character is Jeet Kune Do, which is the style of kung fu that Bruce Lee created. Plus, take a glance at the overall look of the character, from that 1970s hairstyle to the Chinese outfit and even the nunchucks. His face looks a little bit different, but they can't really make him look exact. I think it's already close enough. Any closer and they might have a lawsuit on their hands. There isn't a lot to say here. Most people will know who Bruce Lee is, what he looks like, and how he fought with quickness, precision, and incredible strength for his size. The man is a legend in the true sense of the definition. Number 4, 5-element fist, and Ghostface Killer from The Mystery of Chessboxing. Up next, we have one from the movie, Mystery of Chessboxing. As with most of our characters today, he is the main villain, and he is known as the Ghostface Killer, but not that Ghostface Killer, this Ghostface Killer. If you compare their looks, they both have gray hair, with the top part being pulled back and tied up with the sides and back hanging down. They both have the long gray eyebrows and even the same outfit. A golden long sleeve with a black vest over the top, and underneath it all, a white long sleeve that is rolled up and revealed near the wrists. In the movie, Ghostface Killer uses the 5 elements, and he kills many men with those 5 styles. In the game, his name is 5-element fist, an homage to the original Ghostface Killer from Mystery of Chessboxing, and not the Wu-Tang member. A quick fun fact for you, Yan Xiaotian was also in this movie. Sam Seed, the Drunken Master himself, and his role as the chef. Number 3, Long Fist, and Sandai from the 36th Chamber of Shaolin.
Shaolin Tieh.
Based on actor Gordon Liu in the Shaw Brothers movie The 36th Chamber of Shaolin. also known as Shaolin Master Killer. Released in 1978, this Hong Kong film was loosely based on Shaolin monk San Dai. The title San Dai means 3 harmonies or 3 virtues. He lived in the early 18th century and resided at the Xichen Monastery after leaving Shaolin. In the game, Long Fist is wearing traditional Shaolin gear, so he could be almost any top-ranking monk. But when you look at his face, he looks pretty close to Gordon Liu. And of course, when you base your characters off of movie stars, you don't want it to be just any monk. He has to be recognizable and have some meaning behind the selection. Gordon Liu may be best known outside of the Kung Fu realm for his role playing Bai Mei in the movie Kill Bill, in which we talked about earlier. Number 2. Phoenix, and Chi Kung from Shaolin vs. Lama. Our second entry comes from one of my all-time favorite Kung Fu movies, and I recognized him instantly. Coming from the movie Shaolin vs. Lama, this 1983 Kung Fu flick is about Sung Yu-ting and his quest to be the best he can be at Kung Fu. Later in the movie, we come across Chi Kung, the villain who joined Shaolin but was secretly a Lama. As you can see from his gold and red outfit, it matches Phoenix almost perfectly, all the way down to the gold Phoenix you can see on the front of their shirts. You can look at the hairstyle and even the facial hair, the game matches everything pretty closely. If you have not seen Shaolin vs. Lama, I highly recommend it. It has funny scenes, it has top-notch Kung Fu, and realistic martial arts. You won't see many wires helping people fly through the air like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Pretty much all of the moves could be achieved by a human. I actually found this movie free to watch on YouTube, so if you do want to check it out, just search for it and enjoy. Number 1. Armor of God, and Golden Arm from the Kid with the Golden Arm. Our gold entry today comes from another one of my all-time favorite Kung Fu movies, the 1979 Shaw Brothers movie, Kid with the Golden Arm. There are many fantastic Kung Fu movies by Shaw Brothers, and this is definitely near the top of the list. Golden Arms is the leader of the Chi Saw Gang. They have 4 chiefs, which includes number 4 Brass Head, number 3 Iron Robe, number 2 Silver Spear, and number 1 Golden Arm. They are ranked according to their skill and not their age. As expected, Golden Arm has an entirely gold outfit, matching the outfit of the character in the game. And like most of our characters today, the game went as far as to match their hairstyle and general physical attributes. He is one of my favorite Kung Fu villains from one of my favorite Kung Fu movies. The name Armor of God is also a nod to the Jackie Chan movie with the same name. Released in 1986, this Hong Kong action comedy film not only starred Jackie, but was also written and directed by Jackie. So if there's one thing I like as much as gaming and game music, it's Kung Fu movies. So when you combine them, it's right up my alley. As soon as I saw this game, I immediately started recognizing the characters from movies. I have seen hundreds of Kung Fu movies, and I think I have a decent memory when it comes to things I am interested in. I have noticed a bunch more in the game so far, so maybe we will do a part 2 for this one, if people enjoy it. This episode was quite easy to write. I really didn't have to look up and search for much because I already knew every movie on the list today. Anyways, last but not least, we gotta give a shout out to all our gold level patrons. Bearsona 11, Quantum X, Chris Hayes, and Dimitri. I am ICC. Thanks for watching. Peace.